Okay, so our card for the energies that you're dealing with, and we'll read both sides of this. The North Node, where the eclipse is, it came out the right way around, so that will be the effect, the positive effect, the right way around. And then we'll read the reverse side of it for the opposite end, even though the eclipse is not there, the opposite end of the eclipse. So bear is quite a powerful animal. It is very security conscious, it's protective. And yeah, we see him sort of coming out of hibernation. It could be to do with us being in hibernation and stuck in our caves, but wanting to get out. I think we all do quite desperately at the moment, to see what's happening around. So I'm going to pause this as I normally do, just to save time, and then get it in the book to read and see where the energies are that you're dealing with. The Taurus, there we go. So the eclipse is in Gemini with the North Node, your second house, and it is a lunar eclipse. And that the key words for you is primal power, sovereignty, intuition married with instinct. And it says here, the bear connects you with the very deepest of your ancestral roots. Yeah, at this level, you are in touch with the primal mother, the bear goddess Artia, who will defend you fiercely from all danger. You are connected also with the bear god Artios. I hope I haven't slaughtered that. The mighty warrior Arthur, the guiding pole star of the great bear. Your intuition will never fail you. If you will listen to it in the still darkness of the night, working with the bear gives you the opportunity to become a spiritual warrior like Arthur. You can find the way to come into your power by marrying your strength with your intuition. Integrating your primal power with your intuition means uniting your star power with your animal power, and both are symbolized by Art, the bear. So that's the eclipse energies coming in for you. Then the other energies that you will be dealing with, the other end of the nodes, we have the North Node and the South Node, which is in Sagittarius, is the reverse meaning of this card. And this is a clear warning that you must not take, so this will be for the 8th house, because the right sideway is for the 2nd house. The 8th house this is a clear warning that you must take care not to be overwhelmed by the ferocious mother, by the berserk warrior, by forces of anger and primal ferocity that, untempered with the human qualities of compassion and reason, can damage not only your own life, but those of others around you. Art brings a strong presence and great reserves of power, and with perseverance you'll be able to integrate your spiritual, intuitive qualities with your primal, instinctual qualities. Isn't that beautiful? Especially with the 8th house, and as a warning not to be overwhelmed by that ferocious mother, that, in other words, all the things that are happening to us, possibly COVID, whatever is happening, and wanting to protect what we believe in. So thank you for that, Spirit. Let's go into your reading and see how that resonates for you. Okay, so we'll start off with the Hierophant, which we explained. You could be dealing possibly with another Taurus or with a Leo, that's a possibility, or maybe even an air sign or a water sign. You have all those energies in here, so right across the zodiac. But here's basis of change, something that is solid, something that is fixed. You might want to change your belief system, because he deals with religion as well. On an emotional level. Then we move on to the King of Pentacles. Now this is the first half of the month, and from there it is the last half of the month of November. King of Pentacles is your energy. He's a king. He's a mature energy. He takes care of his resources, his security, his finances, his comfort, his family, his business. a very good businessman. Whatever he touches turns to gold. And that is because he's detail orientated. He doesn't just breeze through details. He'll make sure that all the facts are in the right place to make a qualified, detailed decision or choice to rule his kingdom. Now, when I say his, it doesn't matter about the energy. Kings are changes on the outside. It could be somebody that you are working with, or it could be your own energy, but there are changes on the outside that are very grounded and earthy. It is your energy here. It could be about investment as well. That could be a possibility as well, because Pentacles is about finances. He's looking towards the future. He's got his scepter in his hand. He's made his decision and choice, and sitting there quite comfortably crossing his legs. He's done it. He's made his choice. He knows where he's going. And possibly by the new moon. And we do have a new moon. If I'm not mistaken, it'll be in Scorpio, November. Possibly there could be a change of something with finances or security, that you'll be dealing with, or investments. And here's the Knight of Swords, and this again could be somebody or your own energy. If it is somebody younger, maybe in the late 20s, early 30s. Excuse me. Let me just have a drink of water here. Sorry for that. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, as I said, could be somebody between the late 20s, early 30s, somebody that has a goal and intention that goes forward for something that they want clarity on. It could be about a contract. It could be about a new vision. There's a light on the sword and there's a falcon there. So there's some sort of focus on something. Normally we see this horse charging in, but in this deck he's standing ready to take the next step. So it is coming from a place of not chaos, which is normally the case with this knight. In this deck, he is standing ready to take the next step, but with clarity. He's not sort of going in with his sword in a chaotic manner, and you see the trees and everything all jagged. Yeah, it's actually quite peaceful and well thought out, and he's looking directly at that if we look at this deck here. So this could be your own clarity of mind for some goal, something that you have set up, and you have the clarity now, possibly a contract. It could be a new job, a new work, a new position, or new investment, or something that you're investing in, or a belief system. It could even be a relationship, because he's a priest. So that could be something to do with with traditional values, and he has this clarity of mind because we have the light on that sword lifted on high. The shield is on the back, so he's not protecting. We have the wings of Mercury on this helmet, so there's information here or clarity that has been a focus that is finally there, and the horse has now received it. He's clothed in blue, so it is truth there. In the middle of the month, and what Spirit wants you to know is that the World card, now that's a 3, it's card 21 as well, the card number, but it's a 3. So there's growth and there's movement. There's a formation of something. This is about stepping over a threshold because something has closed. It's gone full circle. It's completed. That was very challenging. That possibly dealt with the past, but it's final, and you the victor. This is victory over something, and we see her here with her foot right over the threshold, and the other one is already lifted with the light beneath her, feeling elated. She's pushing forward. Her chest is pushed forward, pushing forward. With the wind in her hair, and there again we have this new moon again. I do believe that something significant comes through for you, Taurus, with the new moon, that there's victory over something that has been there for a long time. It is the last of the major arcanas, and it signifies victory with that laurel over something that has been difficult. It also signifies travel, but I doubt that that's very possible at the moment with the restrictions that we have. But those are the energies here, and this is a general reading. But this could be a travel of emotions where you have victory as well. Then we have what is hidden. What is hidden and what you're not aware of is that there's somebody that you could be dealing with, and this is another king, another mature energy that is very strategic, very diplomatic. It comes from the heart. It's water energy, emotional, and guided by Saturn. So Saturn is in Capricorn and has been there for the last 2 years. And I just want to see where that falls for you. Hold on. Yes, Taurus, it is what absolutely got a field for you. And that Saturn, where Saturn is placed for you the last 2 years, is in the 9th house of higher learning, higher education, your belief systems, and also what you've endured and what you have set in stone basically now. So this could also be about some form of change on how you navigate through your emotions. It is a lunar eclipse, or being more mature in how you handle your own emotions and fears. But it could be a person that you deal with as well. It would be mature energy, and as I say, being very strategic and diplomatic in the choices that are made to make changes on the outside. You have 2 kings here. For the better. And he's looking up towards this epiphany he's had and this victory. And this one is looking down towards what is coming, and she's looking as well. And the next card is the Tower. Now that's the challenge or the difficulty. So the challenge or the difficulty is something, the universe brings something down because it just is not serving you. It is a round tower on a square base, and they just don't fit. This always makes me think of Uranus, although it's Mars. And we have Mars in Aries, which is very strong, and Uranus is in your sign and has been there and will be there for quite some time still. So this is change that needed to come through, something that the rug had to be pulled out. It can be sudden and can be traumatic, but it's always for our improvement. And when you're looking at it there emotionally, Saturn has brought stability. It's something you can handle. It is an offer also by the looks of it. He has an offer of something in his hand, of emotional security that is brought through as this that doesn't serve you comes to an end, or there's a sudden epiphany of something that comes through that wasn't expected. It needn't always be traumatic, although the Tower is traumatic. I feel that it could be something that is just suddenly brought to you. And then we have the Strength card. Now the Strength is having, and she's looking at this, he's looking, so emotionally strong. He has the strength to have the conviction to stick to whatever it is that you need to do. And strength is all about having the courage from within, listening to your intuitive guidance, that gut feeling, and not just losing hope or faith and sort of going off and being fearful for the things that you feel threatened by, the beast or the lion, or the things that you are afraid of. Because the things you're afraid of, if you come across with grace and with patience and with understanding and intuition, that gentleness and love allows you to tame those beasts that you are carrying or fighting, or that you see is so significant in your face, and takes you through. In fact, he becomes your friend as you're growing the strength. You have the strength and the courage to do it as well. This card number 8. 8 is a significantly strong number. It's a power number. The Tower is 16, which is 7. So it's a choice, a sacred choice that is made between emotions and the strength and courage to do what you need to do, because you have your epiphany here. This is such an exciting reading, so positive. So positive. It could have something to do with your home as well. It could be, it could relate to the weather. The Tower for me often comes up with home. Maybe you have an epiphany about home, something there that you need to have the strength to fix. It could do with water, because we have a storm and he has water there as well. And we do have quite crazy weather out there at the moment. So it could possibly be something like that as well. Because traditional values, it also deals with your property, your second house, but it is lunar, so the emotions around that. So Spirit, what is the a further clarity please on the Hierophant for, there we go, information that is, it could be about a career or a new relationship, because it's fire, it's wands. The Princess of Wands is information that comes through that's very pleasant and warm, and it deals with fire, and fire reaches up all the time. There is no boundary. You could be dealing as well with a new relationship that comes through, that's set now. Investments would definitely come through as well, well-made investments, but it also could be dealing with children, maybe christening, baptism, anything like that. But it's very pleasant energy and news that comes through. Then we have now the King of Swords, from the Knight of Swords to mature energy. He's all about knowing where he wants to go. He's been sitting, contemplating. We see him holding his chin there, about something that he desperately wants clarity on in truth. And the same thing there, the blue clothing. Both these decks are so similar. But yeah, he's mature. Yeah, he got the idea. He received the epiphany. He had his focus on there. And yeah, he's rock solid. He's sitting on a rock in his truth. He's got his sword in his hand, sword of truth, to make a decision, possibly around contracts, investments, marriage, could be dealing with a legal situation as well. That could be a possibility as well, because he is a man that would be maybe in authority somewhere, dealing with authority as well. And when I say he again, I won't even go into that. It is change on the outside that is brought through intellect and absolute clarity about where you're going. And he's ready to get up. I mean, his one foot is off the floor already. He's not relaxed. He's ready to get up and do what he needs to do. And the Tower. What is the Tower about? So this could be somebody in your life, or it could be your own energies, that you have this mature decision, clarity, whether you're male or female, that you make the choice, and the choice affects your outside world and the way you live or the way you work. This could be definitely about marriage. Four of Wands is or your home, the Tower. The Four of Wands deals with houses, about moving, renovating, marriage, something that's committed. We have the four pillars now. You have something that is grounded, but it's committed. There's a commitment here. And it deals with families, home, the magic in the center. Yeah, we have the square with the round in the center that comes apart, and here we have the four corners with the round in the center, bringing magic that comes through. And your strength card, Spirit. What is the strength card? I know this is long, Taurus, but it is an eclipse reading, so it will always be a little bit longer. Strength is something that comes to an abrupt end, that you might feel a little bit betrayed about, or it was unexpected, or it was very difficult, or there was extreme conflict in this. It could have been a legal thing. It could also be health, maybe surgery. But this is almost the feeling of you were left out to die. You know, I mean, like the last sword was cast and you felt quite isolated and left, alone to fend for yourself. But the 10 is always about the culmination, the ending of something. The last sword is cast, as I say. There is no more that can be done. It is done, it is dusted, it is finished. And it had to come to an end so that something new can come through as well. So 2 difficult energies, but you have the strength and courage to get through this because you are mature in your emotions. You have clarity of mind, and there is a victory here promised to you. So what a beautiful reading, Taurus.